This week on Pangea Piercing, we address the graffiti situation in downtown Ann Arbor. This week on Pangea Piercing, we talk about the people who have wronged us, namely the graffiti assholes. We're not talking about legitimate graffiti artists around here, people who increase and, bring something to the table artistically, stylistically, or politically by, expressing valuable thoughts that actually need to be expressed. No, we get toys who etch their third-rate tags into people's plate glass windows on small businesses downtown. No, not the bank. No, not the internet giant. No, not the defense contractors or any of that shit. No, the small businesses. I do what I can to try to network within my own community with other like-minded individuals who have a bit of an idea about how this should have been handled. But Ann Arbor Police Department is actually pretty proactive. They don't like violence around here. So fearing that somebody might actually do something stupid, they went ahead and interceded and went ahead and started apprehending the individuals involved for the various things that they've done. Once again, I want to stress too that nobody would have any kind of issue, if it was something artistic and something respectful and something that brings something to the table. Nobody would have any issue, but just simply tagging and writing disrespectful stuff on people's personal property, that flies in the face of everything that true graffiti artists stand for. Friends that I will remain nameless who actually are legitimate graffiti artists were disgusted by these guys. And, honestly, it is kind of a good thing that, maybe they'll see the error of their ways because, other graffiti artists who are very, very interested in their activities because it makes everybody look bad. There was some other people who had personal issues, things that were said of an extremely personal nature that would earn beef for life with anybody, any reasonable thinking individual. And so I have to applaud the Ann Arbor Police Department. They probably certainly saved somebody from a trip to the hospital because, I can tell you this, that, the people involved that were really upset about it, not me, but the people that were really upset about this, not the folks that you really want to have upset with you. And I'm really kind of glad that maybe this will get to a peaceful resolution. I think that street art is valuable and valid and needs to be, promoted. However, though, people need to understand that it comes from a position of love and respect for the community, not from, a vandal mindset of, let's just see what we can up, let me see what we can tear up, what can we be drunken malicious about. That's not where it's at. Real street artists take things into consideration, like the message. Either something should be beautiful and enrich people's lives, or it should make people think, challenge their perceptions, something like that. Even if it's technically, it's not your property or whatever, that it still can be valid if it's done out of love and respect for the community. If it's just done out of malice and or for your own self-promotion, then, the community wears real thin on that real fast. It's a bad scene. It's a bad look. And I don't know. I digress. I can ramble a lot. At the end of the day, I'm really glad that this all came to a nice, happy resolution rather than ways that it could have gone. So this week, got a bit of an unexpected call. On my second channel, warehome.net, I'd put a video up of one of my associate's sons tattooing a friend of mine who actually works with me over at the tattoo shop in Ypsilanti. And some snitch hater decides to make a complaint to our local health inspector. The funny thing is these people will never go to your house if you're tattooing. They'll never go into your basement when you're stabbing your friends. Nah, the only people they ever go after is licensed professionals. No. About the only time you ever get any kind of guff is with the people who are out there who are trying to free the information, help bring up the next generation of piercers, spread the knowledge, and show what the real world of body piercing is all about. You know, they came by, they asked us a bunch of questions. And then, after health inspector's happy, you know, there is no provision in the law in the Michigan Body Art Act about apprentices. Don't know what we're supposed to do about it. Because that's the reality of it. I mean, what are you saying, that apprentices have to be 18? That's ridiculous, man. Pierre started when he was 17. I started piercing when I was 16, 17, something like that. You know, doing amateur stuff with my friends. I mean, did I deserve to go to jail? Did Pierre deserve to go to jail? Does anybody deserve to go to jail for, you know, making a mark on somebody else's body, poking a hole in a body part for a non-medical purpose? That's just stupid. I mean, this brings me back to my whole problem I have with piercing laws in general. Is first off, they don't ever protect anybody. They were clearly said that they would never go after somebody tattooing in a basement. And said that's the police's job. And the police are going to tell you that we don't care. It's not their problem. They got more important stuff to worry about. It's kind of aggravating to me. I mean, America has a long tradition of gradually stealing little bits of our freedom. And I'm sorry, I don't care. If you want to pierce each other, be my guest. You think that it's a good idea to get a tattoo from your 10-year-old in a basement somewhere? Man, I don't care. That's not my problem. But I do have a bit of an issue when little kids are going hungry in this country and Wall Street's raping the economy, you know, and we don't have the resources to get the Securities and Exchange Commission to go out and actually go after any of these Wall Street vampires. But we got plenty of resources to go and hassle somebody about putting up a video of a kid may or may not have been doing some work on somebody in a licensed facility with everything sterile and full adult supervision by professionals. What in the is happening in this country? You know, there seems to be a lot of resistance to our little web show. You know, some more open-minded piercers who actually give more of a about the spreading of piercing information has encouraged us in our web show. Others not so much. Other people have said, oh, well, we're giving the game away or showing stuff that we shouldn't. And it's like, and I can agree, you know, that, you know, we might potentially teach some kid how to actually do a piercing. Oh, well, guess what? If they want to do it, they're going to do it anyway. Other piercers, though, have noticed our message and done everything they can to try to dilute it. Flood the internet with third-rate piercing videos. Hell, just last month, there was a big public thing that a very well-known piercer actually wrote saying that, oh, there's only like 1 or 2 decent people out there making videos. Don't go support them, though. Go make your own videos, everybody. You know, like it's easy. And I know that's a typical mindset of a piercer, to sit there and see somebody do something cool and say, oh, I can do that too. I mean, seriously, you know how many piercers it takes to change a light bulb? 9. One of them to actually do it, and 8 of them to stand around and go, I could do that. So be my guest, people. Go on out there and make your piercing videos. Because you know what? With all the slings and arrows that we've received, the $30,000 that I've spent on this web show, all the work on it, you know, I got to say, at this point, bad news is this is essentially the last episode of the Pangea Piercing show. Breaks my heart. But it was a good start. The good thing is, though, is I say tune back in another week or so after we get the set built for our new show. Because the gloves are off, folks. It's like, oh, you thought it was bad before when we were doing it as the Pangea Piercing show? Oh, look at they're self-aggrandizing. Oh, no, motherfucker. I'm about to give the whole game away. You want names? I'm going to say names. You want the inside dirt? We're going to give it. Unvarnished. Sue me. I actually don't mind. It used to be back in the 70s. Help publicize your own films. You deliberately try to get sued because then it would splash your name up in the media a little bit. And guess what, folks? I'm pretty sure that I can outlast, outspend, and outmaneuver just about anybody out there that thinks that they can sue me. So bring your ass. So get used to the idea. New show coming. The modified world. Maybe you all wanted more frequency, more content, more dirt getting dished, more fights getting picked. I hope so, because then you won't be disappointed. So go ahead. Like I said, be sure to subscribe to Pangea Piercing channel and tumble, tweet. Be sure to spread the word that the master fish is coming.